Hi, it's Kara from the Hooting Pirate, and I am going to show you how I thread my bobbins on my machine. So what you need is an empty bobbin case, a sewing machine, and some thread. Now, all machines are different, but they all have some sort of basic structure up top that help you. Well, first of all, you have somewhere to hold your thread. I actually have two. Then you have all these little loops and hoops and stuff to jump through to get your machine threaded. And also to get your bobbin threaded. So I'm going to start. First of all, you have your bobbin, and it has a hole around here. Mine has like fake holes, and then it has real holes. So you want to have a cut. You don't want to have it ragged. You want to have a nice cut thread, and I just licked it, and then you pass it through the hole, and then you just grab it so it doesn't run through on you. And then my little stick where the bobbin goes onto has a little groove, and it has to line up with the groove on the bobbin. So if yours does, you just want to turn it if you can't find it until you find it, and then it'll click down like that. And I also have a lever. This, not all machines have this, but if you don't, sometimes it's on like a spring, but mine I have to move it to where I want the bobbin, how full I want it. So let's just put it, that's as full as it'll get. Okay, so that's in there. And also, then you want to click it over. So this is actually open. Once it's on there, it has to be clicked over. Okay, and then you take your thread from, if I could get it, there we go. Take your thread from the spool, and then usually, okay, if you don't have a manual for your machine, you've inherited or you threw it out, you inherited your machine from someone who doesn't craft anymore or got a better one, or you throw out the manual or you can't find it, or you can usually find one online, or you can Google and find someone who has you Google the model number and name, or you'll find instructions or someone who's made a video on how to do your specific machine. But usually on machines nowadays they have sort of a guide. So I have to pass mine through here, and then it has a little symbol for the bobbin on this part and for the needle. So for the bobbin, I need to go over top of this little disc. This is where it's nice to have nimble fingers. There, and you're just going to pull it through. And then I also have this little catch thing that I have to, sometimes I forget to do that part, and it still threads pretty well. Then you're going to pull it. So you've got your bobbin on, you've regulated how big you want it, you've clicked it over to set it, and you've gone through all the loops and hoops and everything. Then comes the fun part. You want to grab your string so it doesn't spin off or get tangled. And then you're just going to go. And this is fun. I always go as fast as I can. And it's loud, so I'm just going to stop talking. Now, I just go until it was finished. But since I'm going to explain to you, what will happen is with the thread that you're holding, it'll spin on itself and get really tight. And it'll actually snap off. So I'm just going to go until it snaps off so I can show you how that works. There. You can also cut it, but once it gets full enough, but you want to have that little piece left over so that it doesn't fly off and get tangled either now or at the very end when you've only got a little bit of thread left. So that's just a hint to wait until the bobbin gets, at least this full before you cut it, or I just like to wait till it spins on itself enough to snap off. So that's how you thread a bobbin, and you want to pull that back off and cut it, and then that's ready to go for later. And watch out for my video to learn how to thread the machine. Thanks for watching.